for the Week 7 review and the Week 8 preview. Your host, Johnny Chaos, here to bring you the results, the rankings, and the bank. Starting off, Samoan Werewolves squeezes out the win over Second City Saints, 146.82 to 131.90. The Patriot way outlasts Cheeeesehead 3 to 122.04 to 103.88. Cheeeeesesticks, formerly known as
12 seconds later.
and Milkman, defangs the Cobra, 168.96 to 128.68. Our tribal chief stomps CeeDeez Nutz, 200.44 to 151.60. 200, let's go. And now let's bring up the team bank. Not much changing other than right there. Yep. Our tribal chief makes his way up with the highest scoring. Well, I'll let the commish get into that. My apologies. Now let's check out the rankings for Week 8. Cheeeesehead continues to claim that number 1 spot, followed by Samoan Werewolves, who stays at number 2. Our tribal chief moves up to number 3. Cheeeeesestick, formerly known as
12 seconds later.
and Milkman, moves up to number 4. Second City Saints drops to number 5. CeeDeez Nutz dropping to number 6. Coach Prime Toes dropping to number 7. Cheeeesehead 3 dropping to number 8. And the Patriot way surprising everybody, moving up to number 9. Could this be the start of something? And Cobra moving down to number 10 spot. Well, that's going to wrap it up for my half of it. Let's bring out the commish. See what he's got to say for Week 7 and Week 8. The commish. Morning, fellas. Quite a fine day we're having. Or I should say morning. The fine day that we're about to have with these games coming up. More specifically, these fantasy matchups. But let's get into the note right here, right now. Uh, 200-point performance, 3 games decided by 19 points or less. And the lowest scoring week of the season, maybe even in the history of the league. 1,389.56 points total. Some really good games that had everybody stressing out up until Monday night. As we cross over into the second half of the season, we'll now see what teams will turn on the Jets and make a good run through the playoffs. But enough of that. Let's get into the highs and the one low. Highest scoring team of the week, our tribal chief, 200.44 points. Lowest scoring team of the week, Cheeeesehead 3, 103.88. Highest scoring player of the week, who is also the highest scoring quarterback of the week, Lamar Jackson, owned by our tribal chief, 54.44 points. Highest scoring running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, owned by the Patriot way, with 37 points. Highest scoring wide receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown, owned by CeeDeez Nutz, 27.20 points. Highest scoring tight end, David Njoku, owned by, again, our tribal chief, 23.60 points. Highest scoring defense, Denver Broncos, 24 points, owned by Cheeeesehead. And the highest scoring kicker of the week, Austin Seibert, owned by the Samoan Werewolves, for 17 points. As we get into the game of the week review, Week 7, Cheeeesehead cuts off Coach Prime Toes, 123.30 to 111.94. The Burrow Chase connection just couldn't get it done this week for Coach Prime Toes as he fails to hand Cheeeesehead his first loss of the season. As he continues his dominance in the regular season, 18-3 in the regular season. Over the last 2 seasons, arguably the best player in the league. Can he be beat? That is yet to be determined this year as he is out for his revenge tour. Nonetheless, a valiant effort, falling just a bit short of the mark, if I'm not mistaken. That was about a 11 point win. Very close. But Cheeeesehead continues to win in any way possible. 4.25 stars for the defensive battle in a low-scoring game in a day where offense is all the rage. A rather close week of games. Low defensive games, low scoring, and a nice change of pace from what we're originally accustomed to. But please don't make that a weekly thing. Satisfactory with the 200-point performance and the extremely tightly contested close matchups. Great job, fellas. As we get into the Week 8 preview, we have Cheeeeesestick, formerly known as
12 seconds later.
and Milkman, taking on Cheeeesehead. 166.56 to 159.04. Cheeeesehead projected to win. The imposter against the original. Will this be the week that Cheeeesehead falls at the hands of the Cheeeeestick? Our next matchup, Second City Saints taking on Coach Prime Toes, 144.96 to 143.84 at the time of this recording. Second City Saints projected to win. Both teams looking to hang around as we near closer to the playoffs. Both 3 and 4, crucial game here. Next matchup, our Tribal Chief takes on the Patriot Way, 162.69 to 151.67. Our Tribal Chief projected to win. Allies from the past, old historic rivalry from past leagues and maybe even lifetimes becomes a match to watch this week. And Jay Resendez 3 takes on Samoan Werewolves, 164.85 to 148.14. Samoan Werewolves currently projected to win. After the Tribe game last week, can Jay Resendez 3 bounce back, or will he receive a Samoan beatdown like most of the league has felt this season? And now time for our game of the week preview for Week 8. Yes, Week 8. Not really sure what game deserved to be game of the week. Then I got my daily fact of the day. I happen to be scrolling on my phone. Now, I may be remembering this wrong, but it said cobras are allergic to nuts. But I know one cobra that loves nuts. In a game that features a 2-5 and a 3-4 team, you may be wondering why this is the game of the week, and I will just tell you, I don't know why either. Just has an exciting feel to it. Non-divisional matchup with 2 decent rosters will hopefully light up the scoreboard, or at least I hope, for the fans' sake, that they do. Cobra is currently up 12.50 to 0, but CeeDeez Nutz projected to win 161.47 to 150.15. CeeDeez Nutz with 1 wide receiver on Monday, and Cobra with a kicker and a defense on Monday currently as of this record. Well, fellas, let's get to it. Game's getting ready to start. Good luck to everyone this week, and let's fucking go!